Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Oh, today is gonna be a good video. We are reviewing the brand Rosen Skincare. I'm going to take you guys through my experience using the brand, through the skincare routine that I have been following. By now you guys probably know the drill, but just in case you don't, I am going to be talking about my experience using these products over the past 2 to 4 weeks with this particular brand. If you are only here for the product reviews, I will have a timestamp in the description box below, and if you're only here for one product review, look for the pop-up bars. While I'm discussing any product, I always have information about that product on the screen. But I do want to start off this video with a little bit of backstory on what this brand is, as well as my own experience, and as you can probably guess, it has gone extremely well for me. So let's start this video off with a discussion of what Rosen Skincare is. This is a small Black-owned business founded by Jamaica Martin, who is somebody who dealt with acne herself. She has up on her website her whole story, how she ended up having cystic acne through her college years. She ended up going on prescription treatments to deal with it, but when she went off the prescription meds, the acne came back in full force, and she just realized, I don't want to spend my entire life on prescriptions. I'd rather find some other ways to deal with my acne. And what bothered her about the current acne treatments that are available over the counter is that they really are the same ingredients over and over again. And if they don't work for you, if you don't like the side effects of those ingredients, you're kind of out of luck. And I know those ingredients extremely well. First up, we have benzoyl peroxide, which I've talked about hating a lot on this channel. I do not like benzoyl peroxide as a leave-on because it bleaches everything. It bleaches your skin, it bleaches your pillowcases, your towels, your clothing. And the other ingredient is salicylic acid, which, I am so fortunate that that one works for me, but it doesn't for everybody because, simply put, that's skincare. Not all ingredients work for everybody. So upon seeing how limited the acne market is, Jamaica Martin set into motion this brand. And this is a brand that, in stark contrast to most of the acne treatments on the market, this is a very clean brand with very few ingredients in each of these products. And I've talked a lot about why I prefer that. That in itself helps to keep you more focused, keep you understanding how ingredients are working out for your skin, reduce excess irritation. It's just much more focused. And with it being a very clean brand, no parabens, no phthalates, not even phenoxyethanol in these products, very, very clean. And to have the prices as low on these products and yet have such a clean brand, I feel like that really, really says it all. That really speaks volumes on the fact that so much of the extremely overpriced clean market is just overpriced for no good reason. Oh, Gwyneth, I am so looking directly at you. It's something I joke about sometimes, but it actually really is extremely irritating. You guys know how expensive organic fruits and vegetables are, right? But the fact is, an organic peach, maybe $5, but it's still 5 ounces. Why is it that these organic peach serums are suddenly $200 for an ounce? What is that markup? There's truly no real reason for clean and effective skincare to have the markups that some of it does. So again, to see this brand is just absolutely incredible. And beyond that, something that I absolutely love so much about this brand is that this isn't a brand that shames us for having acne. I feel like so many brands sell us products under the premise of you got to get rid of your acne because it's really hideous, you look hideous, sorry about your acne, but yeah, you look so bad, babe. Whereas when you go on the Rosen Skincare website, this huge banner pops up that says, because acne is so normal. And it is. Acne is normal. Of course, so is wanting to get rid of it because acne hurts. In case any of you are watching who do not deal with acne, acne is painful. It is very painful. You feel it pulsating on your skin depending on how bad it is. Oh, it can hurt. Now, I am doing this video as a 100% honest video. It's the only type of videos that I do, and because of that, I do want to say some things up front, and in fact, Rosen Skincare is also very direct about this as well. So with these products being much more clean, with them being based in natural ingredients, please do know that there is a risk for allergy. If you are somebody who rarely deals with allergy, you are probably going to be okay, but that's not any kind of a guarantee. In an effort to explain this in a very condensed way, this right here is an apple. If I choose to put apple into my skincare product, the only thing I need to put into the ingredients list is apple. However, apples actually contain quite a lot of chemicals within them. And I know that can sound scary initially, but we do recognize that apples give you sugar, right? They contain fructose. We also know that vitamins and minerals are in all fruits, and that is true with apples. We have riboflavin, we have potassium, we have phosphorus. And anytime you cut up a fruit, you smell that fruit, right? And it's typically the chemicals responsible for those scent ingredients that might cause allergy. So it is very possible to have an allergic reaction to something that is completely natural because of the chemicals that it contains. And this right here is the exact reason why for some people, natural products do not work out as well as completely chemical products. Because when you're talking about just chemicals, you know what those chemicals are. This right here, glycerin, contains only glycerin and nothing more than that. So as long as you're not allergic to glycerin, you can use this. So unsurprisingly, a lot of it boils down to your own skin. What can you handle? What are you comfortable using? Some people are fine using parabens and some people are not. It's all personal preference as well as skin reactions at the end of the day. Now that is all to say, for me, this went very well. And one more thing I probably should have mentioned a little earlier, this is a completely fragrance-free brand, but of course, because we are talking about natural ingredients, do expect for there to be a scent in these products. We've got strawberry scents from products that contain strawberries. Some products contain tea tree, you're gonna smell that, etc. But let's go ahead and get into individual product reviews. Now, I did purchase the Clear Routine Max, because again, I do have acne. Again, I feel like I don't look like I do, but I'll put up a picture so you can see my skin back in March when I let myself go a little. Rosen Skincare says this routine is the one for folks with regular, large breakouts, not like the occasional bump, but the regular bumps. And they do also have a fade routine. If you're interested in me reviewing that, just let me know in the comments below. I kind of feel like I could be at the level for fade routine. And of course, I did purchase a couple of products that are not from this routine, but I'll make note of what those are. It also says on this packaging, save your empties. After 3 months, you can send in any empties for us to reuse and you'll get a month free. I absolutely love that. I did not know that when I was talking about this brand in my Black-owned skincare video, but that's incredible. Why on earth don't all brands have a recycling program? It just makes so much sense. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the routine that I followed. I'm just gonna go through the entire routine, which means we are going to start with cleanser. I have to confess to you guys that I have two. I did go beyond the clear routine in cleansing, and I kind of love one and I kind of hate one, and I hate to start my video with either love or hate. If you start with hate, people think they're gonna watch a video that is nothing but hate. If you start with love, people go, I bet she's secretly sponsored. I am in no way sponsored. Rosen doesn't know I exist, but I did make a 20% off code that any of you watching are able to make. It is Alice if you are interested in this brand. I feel like since I just said that, we're gonna start with the product that I didn't like and cross our fingers that people hang in there. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Earth Cleanser. Now, the description of this cleanser is a creamy, slightly foamy cleanser that makes for a powerful wash against breakouts inspired by the earth. This cleanser contains Fuller's Earth Clay, zinc oxide, and eucalyptus oil to help fight bumps. However, from the very first time that I used this, I felt that it was not for my skin type. I do have acne, but I have dry skin. I felt like this was really made with oily skin in mind. It left my skin a little dry, and then beyond that, yes, it does contain eucalyptus oil, but also peppermint oil. And I've talked before about why I don't like peppermint oil, or at least how I don't. Whenever I use this, my eyes could feel the peppermint oil, even though I do not wash close to my eyes. But if you guys have been on this channel for the past month, I've been griping about my allergies, my eyes have been red and watering, and the peppermint oil just irritated my eyes, even though it wasn't close to them. Again, allergy, so not for me. Which is why I rushed out and bought the Super Smoothie cleanser, and I love it so much. This cleanser does not leave your skin feeling dry whatsoever, and yet it leaves you feeling very clean. It actually has, I think, these strawberry seeds or maybe raspberry seeds in it to give you a very light, non-harsh exfoliation. It is nothing like using a walnut scrub or the dreaded Satan of St. Ives apricot scrub. We've all accepted that Satan in the skincare world, right? Some people still enjoy it, but I really did like this. I thought this was incredible, so gentle, really was brightening my skin, so I just completely switched over to this and stopped using the other one. So again, why I don't see myself repurchasing the kit per se. Although worth noting, the Super Smoothie Cleanser is included in the Fade routine. So the toner that comes with the clear routine is the Gold Tides toner. And something is so interesting with Rosen's skincare approach here is that this is really what I would call your acne treatment step. How many times have I said on this channel, serums are your treatment step? A zillion times. However, these serums, while they still are treatments, are not quite the treatments to prevent breakouts, whereas the toner is. And here's why this is actually brilliant. This toner contains white willow bark, which is often used as a natural alternative to salicylic acid. Now, it is not entirely the same. However, it still does provide you with anti-inflammatory effects as well as antimicrobial activity, as does the tea tree oil, which is also in here. So you're really fighting off the bacteria in the very first step after cleansing. Just so we're all on the same page here, I went through this extremely quickly because I was making masks to use with my Foreo UFO. I'll link the video if you missed it. You absolutely do not have to use the amount that I used. This should last you an entire month. But yeah, I really liked it, and I think it's so smart to have an ingredient that does penetrate into the hair follicles so early on in your routine. And then the two serums. So the Paloma Serum is the one that is included in the Clear Max routine. This is glycolic and white willow bark and AHA BHA serum basically. And they're actually able to use 7% BHA in this product because it's white willow instead of salicylic, where the maximum is 2%. And again, I find this AHA and BHA approach to be really smart for people who are dealing with active breakouts, but the AHA will help to fight off any scars, both active scars as well as older scars. And then of course the BHA will help to prevent further breakouts. So really impressed with this serum. But be still my beating heart, because the Bright Citrus Serum, this is what I've been using for 4 weeks. When I saw this product on Rosen's website, I knew I was not going to leave that website without buying this. This is a 20% L-ascorbic serum, which according to all of the scientific literature is the correct amount of L-ascorbic. Okay, now you may be thinking, well, SkinCeuticals is the classic vitamin C, and they combine theirs with ferulic acid and vitamin E. Rosen took that same concept and did it in a natural way. So they're using grapefruit oil, which is a natural source of ferulic acid, and then mulberry extract, which is high in vitamin E. You've essentially got an $18 serum here that is doing the same thing as SkinCeuticals. And I don't even want to think about the price of SkinCeuticals. I do not like thinking about it. And vitamin C does have to be at a low pH. I tested the pH of this product and it was at 3.5. By the way, the other one was at about 3.5 to 4. Both perfect. They have formulated these so well, and L-ascorbic acid is absolutely one of my favorite ingredients. What I've noticed with L-ascorbic acid is it seems to smooth my skin out. They say on the bottle here that this is for scarring, PIH, and discoloration, which I agree with. However, I don't actually deal with those issues. I have a tendency to be extremely expressive and raise my eyebrows an awful lot. Oh, I just did it. And consistent use of vitamin C always smooths out my forehead, no matter how much I want to be expressive. I absolutely love this. I love this so much. So again, even though we're talking about a brand that focuses on acne, this is not just a product for acne-prone skin. This is a very multi-purpose product that is formulated just perfectly, just so well. Everything else in today's video is from the Clear routine, so these are the smaller products. With the routines, you are supposed to get a month's supply, so the moisturizer is 1 ounce instead of the 2 ounce size, just for example here. But let's go ahead and talk about this moisturizer next. This is the Moonlight Moisturizer, which contains niacinamide, sacha inchi, and licorice. I do have this on my skin today, so if you can see this kind of slight glow to my skin, that is mostly coming from this moisturizer. It kind of surprised me the first time I used this. I actually went way too heavy with this the first time I applied this to my skin. It does not spread out as well if you use a lot of product, and it kind of does look like you put MAC strobe cream all over your skin, so it can look really intense. I had to figure out with time that this is best used in a very small amount, spread it out across your skin quite well. I'm so happy to see niacinamide making an appearance in this routine. That is one of my favorite ingredients. I find it very helpful for balancing the skin. It's also really great for reducing the appearance of pores if your pores look really inflamed. Niacinamide is one of the best ingredients to bring that inflammation down. Licorice is a great ingredient for brightening the skin, especially if you have any kind of dark spots on your skin. Sacha Inchi is full of antioxidants. It is an excellent source of fatty acids. So overall, I think it's a very well formulated moisturizer. Just know in advance that the amount of shine from it could be intense. There are also 2 masks included in the Clear Routine Max, the Earth Mask as well as the Tingling Mud Mask. Now, I'd been using these for a couple of weeks, and one day I was on Instagram, just scrolling through Instagram, and I happened to see an ad come up comparing these two. Apparently, Rosen is all over Instagram, but I tend to not be on there all that much. I'm really trying to get better at it. But in that ad, they explain that the Earth Mask is more for dry skin with acne. Lo and behold, this is the one I prefer, and the Tingling Mud Mask is more for oily skin. I just cannot tell you how true that is after 2 weeks of using these. The Earth Mask doesn't dry down. It dries out slightly, but not to the extent of your standard charcoal masks or clay masks, which I typically don't like. It's just not optimal for my skin to dry out dry skin even further. This mask is actually quite high in almond oil, which is probably what's keeping it more moisturizing on the skin, as well as zinc oxide, fuller's earth, spirulina. This one does contain eucalyptus, but for whatever reason, eucalyptus works out better on my skin than peppermint. And since it doesn't have peppermint, I was actually okay with this mask. I say okay with, and yet I can understand how some people would absolutely fall in love with this. I'm just not the biggest mask person. I tend to be more of a serums person. You're probably gathering this, watching this video, right? But yeah, it was okay. I don't know if I would necessarily repurchase it, and yet I do feel that it was helping in particular with inflammation. And the Tingling Mud Mask, which contains tea tree oil and zinc oxide. This is the mask for breakouts and bumps. And again, it was just a little bit too drying on my skin, but again, I am so certain that if you already like clay masks, you're probably going to like this. It is absolutely formulated well for people with oily skin and acne. This, by the way, is the only product in the entire routine that does contain some denatured alcohol. Again, oily skin types are usually able to handle that if it is formulated well into a product, but if you have a drier skin type, it's kind of more of a coin toss. And the last product, I think this one is actually in both of the routines, the clear and the fade routine. This is Breakout. Tired of the same calamine alcohol spot treatment? So are we. That's why we made Breakout, the super simple, super effective paste for your bumps and breakouts. And what you do with this is it comes with a wand, and you stick the product anywhere that you have active acne overnight. And it absolutely is a very simple ingredients list, mostly zinc oxide, which you can tell by looking at it. So zinc oxide is a great anti-inflammatory ingredient. It has antioxidant properties, very helpful for balancing oil levels in the skin. Also, apple cider vinegar. Oh, that's an old favorite for me. Apple cider vinegar is a natural astringent that also is a natural source of probiotics. And then peppermint oil. For whatever reason, the peppermint oil in here actually did not irritate my eyes, so I was completely fine with it. All that said, I'm going to be completely honest with you that I personally still do prefer Mario Badescu's drying lotion or Kate Somerville's Eradicate. However, I'm still going to keep buying this, and I will tell you the exact reason why. Have any of you ever traveled with drying lotion? That is such a nightmare to travel with. You tip it over once, you gotta wait about 24 hours before you can actually use it. Whereas this, no problems, I can tip it upside down, what have you. I do feel, again, that drying lotion is slightly more effective, but that is exactly what they're talking about with calamine alcohol spot treatments. That is what they are talking about. So in the event that drying lotion or Eradicate don't work for you, this may be worth considering, and you cannot beat the price. This is $12. So that is it. We've come to the end of my experience using Rosen Skincare. Again, I want to highlight some of my absolute favorites just because I love these products so dearly. So again, that would be the Super Smoothie Cleanser, absolutely incredible. The Bright Citrus Serum and the Gold Tides Toner, all of which I plan to repurchase. I'm very happy to, support a small business, a small Black-owned business. I think that we keep giving our money to the same people over and over again who are often way overcharging for skincare products, and to find some that are so well formulated, at the correct pH, the thought that went into making these products, and also by buying these, I'm supporting small Black-owned business. It's so much win-win. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.